Hello everyone, welcome to Slay Fit with Sarah. I'm Sarah. I'm going to do some chair yoga today. What you need is a chair, nice and sturdy. You also need something that is firm on the ground. So if you're going to be barefoot on barefoot, a mat or something that's going to keep you from slipping, okay? You can do shoes, whatever you like. And then find some space to move. Silence your phone and maybe put on some light music. All right, we are going to get started in a seated position. So I've got my chair here. I got it turned a bit so you can kind of see both sides, front and side. All right, so my feet are flat on the ground. Feet are hip width apart and my knees are just kind of relaxed. I've got my sit bones on the chair, evening left to right, just relaxing the shoulders, softening the hands. So let's just begin with some calming breaths. So before we breathe, we just want to make sure that our body feels calm on the chair. So just do a little check. I'm going to move my chair a bit. Feels pretty good. Toes, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. And let's begin with a little bit of breath work. So you can close your eyes or you can have your eyes nice and soft. Breathing in through the nose. In a big exhale out of the mouth. So go at your own pace. Just try to begin that breath so that we can give our body some energy for our workout. So big breath in through the nose, big sigh, just letting go of any tension you may have with some nice, easy breathing. Gently open your eyes. Let's begin our practice. We're going to start with some more breath work with a little bit of arm movement. So let the arms hang down to the side, fingertips down, relax the shoulders, feet grounded. I'm going to scoop myself up just a little bit. Let's take both arms up. Big reach up, breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's fold forward, bringing our head towards our knees. Pause and rise back up. Breath in, reach arms overhead. And exhale, open wide. Let's do that again. Big lengthen the arms as you take a big inhale. And then exhale those hands together. Press those hands together. Come forward in a fold. And then rise back up. Let's do it one more time. Breath in. And then exhale, fold. Arms down to our side. Let's take the right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Exhale, a little side bend, reaching that left hand down and release. Left arm reaches up, breath in, and then exhale, reaching that other arm down. Come back to the center. Let's take hands to heart center. Press the hands in, open those elbows up. As you press your hands in, press your sit bones firmly into your chair. And let's take a little peek over our right shoulder. Just our head is rotating. A nice pause here. Come back to the center. Into the other side. Breath in, eye gaze over the left shoulder. And come back to center. Let's release those arms. Breath in, right arm lifts. Exhale that side bend. Eye gaze down. Eye gaze turns up. And come back to center. Left arm reaches up, breath in, side bend. And then eye gaze comes down. Eye gaze turns up. And release it down. Both hands come to center, elbows come up, press those hands in. Take a breath in, lift the crown of your head, sit your sit bones into your chair. Let's take that eye gaze over the shoulder. Maybe you can move a little bit more, maybe moving the shoulders. So your upper body's doing a little rotation over the hips. Keep it small to begin. Come back to the center. Let's do the other side. Breath in, turning the head and maybe turning the shoulders as you press your hands in. And come back to the center. All right, let's do some seated cat and cows. First, we're going to start with our hands softly on our knees. Let's press the hands and open the chest and drop the shoulders. Tuck the elbows in. So you have a little dip in your lower back, okay? So you're opening up. Tucking the chin, tucking the elbows and lifting the chin. All right, let's reverse it. Take those elbows and pop them out to the side. Curve your spine. Bring your shoulders forward and tuck your chin in. Let's reverse that. Elbows in. So it's kind of like you're tipping that tailbone up. Breathe in. And then exhale. Tuck that tailbone under. Let's do that again. Breathe in and up. And exhale. One more time. Breathe in and up. And exhale, curve. And let's release. All right, so our spine, our head, we got a little rotation. Let's work a little bit on the legs. Let's take the right leg, right knee. You're gonna grab underneath and give it just a little bit of a pull. Up, good, and then extend. Pull it up, breath in, exhale, extend. You guys making any noise? I hear my knee a little bit. Some little cracks. Good, breathe in. And then exhale. Motion is lotion, so let's move our body and let's breathe it through. All right, let's take it to the other side. The left leg lifts. Gently bring it up towards your chest and then just extend that leg. Again, up towards the chest and extend. Pull and extend. Very good. Let's stay with it. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale. 1 more. Breath in. And exhale. Hips might be a little stubborn, so we just want to get those moving just a bit. Right leg up. Right leg out. Right leg up. Right leg in. Other side. Breath in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. All right, we're gonna do that again. Lift up tall. Press your feet into the ground. Breath in, lift that right leg. Guide it if you need to, and come back to the center. Again, left side open, and left side close. Let's do 1 more time. Breathe in right. Exhale in. Breathe in left. And bring it in. Give it a little shake. All right, let's take a little bit of a rotation in the ankles. So toes are on the ground, and let's find a rotation like a circle to the right. So our heels are kind of leading, and we're pointing the toes, doing a little circle. And now let's go the other way. So you're just doing a little ankle rotation with your toes on the ground. All right. Now let's take the right leg, extend it to a point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. How's your posture? Nice and tall. Take it to the other side, left, point, flex, point. Good, 2 more. Last one, right here. Good. Okay, now we are pretty warmed up. Okay, we've been moving a little bit. So let's get more into the practice. Now remember, anytime you need to modify, please do, all right? This is your workout. You're here for you. Right leg, lift it up and out. Okay, maybe position yourself so that you're comfy on that chair. So right leg is out facing the side. Left leg is forward facing forward. Okay, bringing your shoulders square. We're gonna do a side bend. So this hand is on the right knee inside. Just let that hand slide, let that arm, see if your elbow can come closer to that knee. Good, now when you're here, I want you to open up that left shoulder taking your hand to your hip. All right, so this is the pose here. I want you to press deep into the feet. Draw that belly in, open the rib cage in that left shoulder. Good, breath in. Now exhale, can you come a little bit further? If so, try. Come a little bit further. Good. Let's reach that left arm up. It's just an option. Now while you're here, can you press that right elbow into the right leg and really open up this pose? Maybe take your eye gaze a little further and bring it up towards that left hand. Take a full breath in. Exhale and open wide. Good. Let's take some arm work in. In. Good. Bend and up. Okay. In. Hands touch. Bend. Up. One more. In. And bend the elbows. Hands up. All right. Let's take that right leg. Let's scoop that back in and step that left leg out. So just like the other side, left leg to the side, right leg forward, turning your shoulders, taking that left hand, bring it inside the knee and just slowly let it slide. Let it slide. You're pushing away that knee. You're getting that side bend. So we're not coming forward. We're doing that side C-shaped spine. Good, bringing your hand to your hip. All right, opening that right shoulder, opening the right rib cage. Maybe taking it further down, you choose. Press away that arm to the leg, inside the leg, and if you like, you can bring that other arm up. You can work with that eye gaze too if you want to bring it higher. Just think of opening the chest, opening the rib cage. Draw that belly in strong. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, open the arms wide. So we're square over the shoulder. Good. All right, now this time I want you to turn your hands down. Okay, and now take your hands in, thumbs touch. Good. Now as we bend, I want you to turn the knuckles. Good. Let's do that again. Hands down, thumbs touch, open, bend, turn the hands. Let's do it one more time. Thumbs touch, open up wide, take goalpost, and turn. Good. Release. Left leg steps up. All right, before we stand, let's go get into a little bit more seated lunges. Okay, that was our side bend. Now we're gonna do the right side again. The right leg is gonna come behind us, all right? So it comes behind and we just kind of position ourselves on the side of our chair. I'm gonna show you quickly with this left side. So you see here how my toes are down, my heel is up. I'm trying to get the hip, straight line with that knee, and then the front knee, the knee is right over that ankle, okay? So we're in that position. We feel nice and strong on our chair. We're in a seated forward lunge, okay? So square the shoulders, square the hips. Let's take the arms. First, we'll come to that prayer position. So hands here, pressing together. Let's push that, we're gonna fold. Let's push that back foot into the floor. Push that front foot into the floor and hold this pose. Hold it here, take a breath in. Now exhale, reach the arms out, reaching forward, keep reaching, hold it here. Take another breath in, hands come to heart, and then exhale and rise. All right, let's take that back leg. Let's guide it in and come to the other side. Just a short move, getting those legs warmed up for our standing poses. So again, lift up the back heel, front foot right underneath that knee, nice and secure on that chair, coming into our prayer pose. Take a breath in, exhale, fold. So we're pressing into our feet to support this move. And when you're ready, if you want, you're reaching forward. Good, hold that position. Take a breath in, exhale, hands to heart center, and rise. Take that leg, scoop it under, Okay. We are going to stand. If you want to grab some water, grab some water. Go ahead and stand out of your seat. You're going to come behind your chair. All right, I'm going to move it up just a bit so you can see the back. So just make sure you look around your space. Do you have anything you're going to knock over, step on, kick? So make sure you're just kind of observing your space. So we're going to be behind our chair. Let's have some distance first. Let's have an arm length distance. All right, now anytime you need to hold on to this chair, okay, and I'm not holding on to it, if you need to hold on to it, please do, okay? All right, feet are hip width apart. Let's begin with chair pose. Let's get those heels down on the ground. Bending the knees, pushing the hips back. Can you wiggle your toes? If you can, that means you've got the correct weight back in the heels. Good, hold that chair pose. You can feel good strength in the legs. Soften the grip on the chair. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale and stand, okay? Option 1, holding on to that chair. All right, option 2, come back into that chair pose. Sit back, knees behind those toes. Option 2, hands to heart. Hold it here, breath in. Exhale and stand, okay? Option 1, option 2. And now you have your option 3. Take your breath in, push the hips back. Reaching those arms for option 3, trying to get those arms up close to those ears. Good, tuck that tailbone under, take a big breath in, and exhale, rise. Give your legs a little shake. It's a lot of work. Pretend chair. Okay, let's come closer to the chair and let's guide the hips forward, just pressing the hips forward towards that chair, just a little mini back bend. And just hold it here and then release. Let's do that again. Bringing the hips towards the chair, mini back bend, and release. Option, you can have your hands on your hips or hands on your lower back, pressing those hips towards the chair, hold, and release. All right, let's get into some balance poses. Balance poses, make sure you're on a nice flat surface, okay, and you're feeling good. If you got a puffy mat under you, you might want to go on to something harder. All right, we're going to take that right leg, kickstand, so you got the toes touching, okay, so you've got majority of your weight is in your left leg, okay, so you're here. All right, let's take that kickstand back, holding on to start, okay? So you've got kickstand next to the foot, kickstand back, okay? That is our option 1 for our first move. All right, so let's stand where you've got the foot right next to each other, okay? So you got the heel up. Good, I want you to lift that right knee, take it down. Come forward a bit as you lean forward, take that leg back and up, come back down and take it in. Okay, your options are the taps, okay? So up, tap, okay, back, tap. Now, option 2, the hand. Left arm is going to lift up, okay? Right leg lifts. Left arm lifts. Good. Take that leg down, take that arm down, take it back. Now the arm comes forward and the leg comes back. Okay, you guys, you have your options. Holding on to the chair, doing your taps, or you can do come with me, come with your lifts. You do have one more option. Of course, that option is going to be letting go of that chair, but you choose what's best for you. If you let go, you can let those arms, both arms come up, and then both arms come back. All right, what are you feeling today? You choose what's best for you. Lift, and it's kind of like a little rock, forward and back. We're going to do one more with a lift of the leg, and then if you need to touch down anytime, and then back. All right, let's step down. That was a lot of work on that side. Let's come to the other side. So shift your weight over to that right leg. Okay, now you've got that kickstand, meaning like it's a kickstand, but it's soft. So most of the weight's in that right leg. Okay, so kickstand here in the center, and then your kickstand back. So let's try a couple poses. Front and back, front and back. Let's just get that right leg turned on and ready to go. All right, now we can take that left knee, lift it up, and then down, and then shift forward a little bit, up, and then down. Take it back in. Let's go again. Up and down, shift forward, up and down. Okay? This is where we use that arm if you want. Up, come back to the center, and reach forward with the arm, back with the leg. And again, up, and reach. Okay, let's do this one more time, hanging on, and doing that kickstand. Now you choose, this is your workout. Where do you want to go? If you want to try it, go ahead and try it. And if you start to get a little wobbly, you know what to do. Just find that chair. That's what's great about chair yoga. It's not there to make the pose easier. It's there so we can get deeper in that pose. All right, so if you're holding on and you're balancing, this is fantastic. Stay with that. Let's do this 2 more times. Reaching up and then reaching forward. And then 1 more time. Up and reach. All right, let's give the legs a little bit of a shake. We're gonna go into a goddess pose. Okay, so that means our feet are gonna come a little bit wider. I'm gonna do it offside my mat here. I want you to do it in front of your chair, please. I just want you to see where we're at. Toes pointed out slightly. If we can try to get our feet wider than our hips, try. But I do know that that is a little sense of balance. So you do what's best for you. So hold on to your chair. I want you to squat as you bend your knees out and open. Good. Now option 1, reach your right arm. Option 2 is here. Okay? Breath in. Exhale. Hold on to that chair. Let's do that again. Now remember, your option is 1 arm or both arms, or you can just hold on to your chair. Okay? Take a breath in and come into that goddess pose. And then exhale. Let's do it again. Breath in. And exhale. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. Breath in. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. Breath in. And exhale 1 more time. Nice and graceful. And release. Let's take a little shake of the legs. 1 more balance pose, and then we're gonna sit back down. So we've got, we're not too close to the chair, just stepping out a little bit so we can hold on. Our feet firmly on the ground. We're gonna do heel lifts. So let's lift both heels off the ground. Hold, and then slowly come down. Let's do it again, but this time, right arm lifts, and then take it down. Other side, lift the heels, and down. Now, focus here if you want to maybe get close to the chair but not touch it. So lifting the heels, lifting 1 arm if you like, or you can just stay here with your hands close to the chair and practice, or you can hang on. Breath in, up, exhale down, breath in, up, exhale, down. Give it a shake. All right, we're back to our chair. I'm gonna move mine so that you can see the side and the front. All right, let's have a seat. If you need to grab something to drink, I'm gonna grab some water. We got about 5 minutes. We're going to have a seat on that chair. scoot ourselves out just a bit. Okay. Opening the chest, relaxing the shoulders. How do we feel? Take a little body scan. How do we feel? Stubborn areas, shoulders, lower back, hips, knees. How are they feeling right now? All right, so pay attention to that for the last 5 minutes of our practice. We are going to just kind of calm the body, and we're going to do one more stretch for our glute muscles. Okay, and then we'll get into a little shavasana. So your right leg, option cross over the ankle. Second option, cross over the knee. Or if you can, you're going to bring it up onto that knee. Now I need you just choose which one's best for you. Just trying to get a glute stretch on that right side, okay? Take a breath in. Exhale, you're just folding from the waist. Let the arms do whatever's natural, whatever's comfortable. All right, so if you're at crossing the ankles, you can come a little bit deeper. Try to tap those ankles or those calves. All right, pause here, take a breath in. Exhale and rise. Let's take it to the other side. Choose ankle, over knee, or come on top. Finding that fold coming from your waist. So it doesn't matter how far your head or your chest is down. Go ahead and start folding. Just relax in this pose. Take a nice soft eye gaze. Your head is nice and light. Take a breath in and exhale, rise. Good. Let's take it down. All right, so we are going to end our practice with a couple minutes of shavasana. So shavasana is a little tricky when you're on a chair. My advice to you is just get comfy. Sit back, be relaxed, cross if you want, hands on the lap, wherever. Or you can come into your seated meditation pose, however you want to do it. All right, so just gently close your eyes. I'll just do a quick body scan. We're going to try and get the exhale to release any tension that we may have in our muscles, in our body. So let's first even ourselves out left to right, from top to bottom, and get all comfy. Now let's start to listen to our breath. Does it feel smooth? Does it feel a little choppy? Try to breathe in through the nose. And just find your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. So as I bring you through a little bit of body awareness, just try to stick with this breath. It helps to calm the nervous system. Taking a breath in maybe for 4 counts, and then maybe a 6 count exhale. So as you breathe and you relax your body, let's bring our attention to our feet. Relax the toes. Relax the soles of the feet, the heels, the ankles. Let that relaxed feeling rise up around the calves, the shins. Take a breath in and bring awareness to your knees. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax. That relaxed feeling rising into those hamstrings and quads. Breathing in, bring awareness to your hips. Exhale, just relax your hips and your glutes. That relaxed feeling rising up into the belly, around into the lower back, up into the chest, into the shoulders. As you breathe in, bring awareness to your shoulders. And on your exhale, let your shoulders soften. That relaxed feeling lowering down into the elbows, the forearms, into the hands, the fingers. Allowing your fingers to relax. Taking your next breath in, bring awareness to your head. And just exhale the expressions you may have in your face. Allow your tongue to soften, your teeth to soften, your eyebrows, your lips, your entire body resting with as much ease as possible. Gently bring a little bit of movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Softly opening up your eyes, maybe doing a shoulder roll if it feels good. Taking those arms, just relaxing them down at your side. Let's take a big breath in, reach arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. From my heart to yours, thank you. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day. Fantastic job. Just get your body to move, to flow, to breathe, and then spread this calmness everywhere. Remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear your comments on what we could do more of, what your body is looking for. If you want more chair, less chair, you just let me know. I'm here to help. Have a fantastic day.